Hey everybody, Matthew and Vito here from MiniWarGaming.com, and welcome to this week's episodes of our Necromunda narrative campaign, The Rise of Crossbones.
We play and call it work.
We're going to try something different. I want to just get, if you have feedback, give it. We're going to actually do a little bit of a role-playing session rather than me showing like miniatures and doing a couple voices and narrating that, because I want to give Vito a bit more interaction with his characters. And so for the most part, Vito's going to be playing the part of Crossbones, and I will play the part of Trader John, your current sponsor, your current ally. He's the sponsor of your gang.
Today I have been 3 days sober, not ganging.
You haven't been ganging for at least 3 days. But unfortunately, I'm the opposite. I'm a sponsor that encourages the gang.
Oh, okay, wonderful.
Yes, I'm the one that's making your gang possible. So, anyways, before we get into the next story, of course, at the beginning of every session, Vito has gotten some upgrades since last time. He was able to do some shopping and also purchase some upgrades. And then we have a new addition to your gang as well, which we will be wrapping into the story in just a moment. So let's take a look at your upgrades first. So we have two things, Crossbones and Napa, but we're both upgraded. So what did you end up getting for them?
For Crossbones, I got +1 weapon skill on him, which I think is really, really nice. And he also purchased some frag grenades. So I think that's going to be really helpful, kind of throwing things in and maybe creating some excitement on the battlefield.
So it brings Crossbones to 3+ weapon skill, which is very nice in Necromunda. And frag grenades, of course, having the ability to throw that blast in there and pin a bunch of guys.
Yeah, I didn't know if I really wanted to go with him more shooting, but that does give him some versatility of getting in there and being a little bit more close combat oriented.
It's tough because you've got a shield, which is like, I want to be close combat, but later on, you could replace that stub gun with a grenade launcher or something more powerful. Or maybe you'll replace it later with a close combat weapon. You don't know what you're going to be able to scavenge. No. So far, you haven't been getting so many credits that you can go back and be like, I'm going to buy whatever I want. You've been having like 20 or 30 credits to spend, which is not that much.
No.
And then what did Napa get?
Napa got +1 to his willpower, which brought him to willpower 8, which he was at willpower 9, which was pretty garbage. But
no, he's a ganger, so you don't have as much control over
I don't,
upgrades.
no.
Okay, so you had to roll randomly, and I think you had a choice between willpower and intelligence.
Yeah.
And even though intelligence comes up more often, you decided Napa's not that smart.
No, I wanted to keep with the narrative, and Napa is, hey, Vegeta. He's always hearing like voices in his head, but to him, it's not a voice; it's an actual person.
Of course.
So I wanted to keep with the flavor and the narrative of the campaign of the actual character. So I decided to give him willpower.
Right. And Hit didn't have enough experience.
He did not, no, unfortunately.
To upgrade because that, not that the flash grenade would have gotten him any experience, but it went wild anyways. And then he just got knocked down.
That one home mission, he was just on the ground.
He was just napping.
Yeah.
Not Napa.
Yeah.
Anyways, so so you did your shopping, you got the frag grenades. Basically, that's the only thing you were able to purchase. You've got like I think that was all your credits.
Yeah, I spent it on.
Because frag grenades are normally 30 credits, but because you had not started the fight, the local traders were a little bit more liking you, and so they gave you a 25% discount. So I brought the 30 down to 20. I round down to the nearest 5, because everything in Necromunda is purchased in 5s.
Right.
And so even though you're getting D6 and D3 and all that kind of stuff here, we just ran it down. So it was nice. So you had 20 credits, you were able to get frag grenades, so you took advantage of that, because frag grenades are typically very expensive.
I was thinking about actually hoarding the money, but I don't know how long this is going to last, because I wanted, maybe some bigger items.
That's tough,
but
right?
I'm like, you know what, I may as well just spend them, and grenades are nice too.
Yeah, and a lot of the bigger items are rare too, and your reputation's not high enough to be able to just go out and purchase those.
That's right.
Because normally in Necromunda, when you go to the shop, you roll 2d6, and then you add some modifiers based on your reputation, or if it's your leader or champion going, and that tells you the level of rarity. Yeah. And the lowest rarity of items is 7, but most of them are 8 or higher. Yeah. Some of them as high as like 12 or 13. But because he's got a foundling gang, I'm only letting him roll d6.
Yeah, so it's harder.
So you're just not going to see those higher level items until you have a good reputation of 20, 30, or 40. And right now your reputation is like 5. So it's going to be a while if you ever really can purchase them. It might just be stuff you have to scavenge, which, who knows what you'll find. You found a chainsword.
That chainsword has been mint. I love that.
Yeah, so Napa now has that chain sword. So, two interesting things happen. Before we go back to Trader John and kind of get the next job, because that's what you are gearing up for whatever job he had ready for you, because you've decided to keep him in your good graces and be honest with him, which has paid off so far.
For the moment.
He's been a good ally. You haven't met his doctor yet, because you haven't needed him, but you haven't met the shifty rogue doc that has got a dirty syringe and doesn't do quite as good a job as the rest of the docs, but at least he'll patch you up.
Is he like a veterinarian?
Yeah, he's more like a dog doctor than a people doctor, but down here you just take what you can get.
Yeah.
But while you're in the aftermath of all of this, a few hours later, as you are getting ready to go and see Trader John, you actually get in a nearby alleyway.
Okay.
And as you look over, you see the silhouette of some crazy funky hair and a slender figure.
Okay.
And as you kind of look over, and at first you're cautious and you got your weapon ready because you just not too many hours ago had a tussle with a small contingent of the Orlock gang nearby. And so you're a little bit on edge. And Napa, of course, keeps talking to himself, and so it's a little unsettling. You like him because he's going around punching things really well, but at the same time, his constant chatter to this Majira, what's the name of his alter ego that he's talking to?
Oh, Vegeta.
Vegeta, right. that can get on your nerves a little bit. And so you kind of turn, and you see two hands go up, and then stepping out of the shadows, you see what you recognize because of your experience being in the Palanite Enforcers for so long, is a member of the House Escher gang. So you see this wearing black and red, and kind of with a crazy look on her face, and the big hair that's typical of House Escher. They're all out there about their appearance and showing off all the stuff that they have. And she's even got this long belt, and it's got all sorts of engraved drawings on it, and down the belt it just says ha 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 ha. And as she steps out, she's like, "Hello, you boys are very interesting. I saw the tussle that you had earlier with those nasty Orlock gangers. It was very impressive indeed. You looking for other muscle to join you?" And she goes like this, and it's just the puniest of arms. It's just like, and it's just these tiny little wisps and arms. But you kind of get, as she kind of walks towards you, it's more of a dance than just a normal walk. She's just kind of fluttering around. So you get this very agile sense from her.
Okay.
Like there's probably more strength to her than her frame suggests.
Okay.
And she kind of she comes over and puts her arm out like this. There's nothing actually beside her. She just kind of like pantomimes leaning on something.
So she's leaning on nothing.
Yeah, she's leaning on nothing, and she puts her hand on her head.
Okay.
And then she looks. Would you boys be interested in recruiting a relatively unexperienced juvie into your gang today? How do you respond as Crossbones?
So Crossbones just kind of eyeballs her like from head to toe, just kind of like seeing like what her mettle is.
Right.
And he goes, "What can you do?"
And then she's like, "Interesting that you should ask." She pulls out a knife and just kind of flips it in the air and catches it in her hand, and just like, and just right next to you in the wall, it just kind of sticks, and you look over and you can see it dripping with some sort of poison. And she dances over and just yanks it out of it and flips it and catches it in her holster.
Oh wow, okay.
So she shows it to her. You also see a las pistol, a long, like it's got this long barrel, but just the typical elegant style of the House Escher. You can't help but feel a little suspicious.
Okay.
Like, why isn't she with her gang? Why is she all of a sudden want to join yours? But she seems capable, at least. She's like, "Okay, I actually have a secret to tell you. I've been sent here by my lady to spy on you. She wants me to join your gang so we can keep an eye on things. But between you and me, you guys are way cooler. They've just been treating me. They haven't been putting me on any of the good missions because I'm just a newbie to them. I joined because my bigger sister has been in their gang for a while, and I finally got in, and they're just treating me like a little kid. So they sent me off to spy on you guys. But if you bring me along, I'll be a good asset to you, and I'll only relay the information back to her that you want. What do you say? Can I join up with you guys?"
How do we know that you're telling the truth?
I guess you don't. Just gonna have to find out. But it doesn't look like you have much muscle yet. And Napa just all of a sudden does the whole peck, 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 peck behind. Yeah. And no offense, big guy. I don't mean muscle. I meant more like you're small in numbers. It looks like you could use a little extra help.
Well, you're pretty cute yourself.
He's like, oh, you. He's like, so what do you say? Want me to try me out for one of your missions?
I guess you can't really tell because he's got like the visor and stuff, so you can't really ascertain what he's thinking. But he goes, I suppose we can try you out, see what you can do, little girl.
Ah, you're not going to regret it. Now, where are we headed? You over to Trader John's now?
Well, we're just heading that way and see what the next bounty is going to be.
Excellent. She just kind of, as you walk, like Nappa's doing his typical like back and forth muttering to Vajira, and Hit is his normal quiet, contemplative self. You can never seem to read him. He's got his 2 pistols at his side, but he's suspicious of everybody.
Right. Yeah.
He's come from an upbringing that basically says everybody's a spy because he's a spy, and so now you can kind of tell that he's staring over everybody. He never says anything, at least not right now. And so you head over to Trader John's. And Trader John's is a shack deep inside of the settlement on the off path. You can tell that he's not very rich.
Okay.
You have to go down an alley and then through a sewer grate, down a level, and then you go back and you climb some pipes and you get to this area that's very loud because there's some sort of manufacturing happening half a mile up that's got pipes that come all the way down here.
But he does have that 20 credits I gave him.
He's building up. He's got his dog. And it's not long before you see his cyber dog just is currently sitting and appears to be sleeping outside of a shack door.
Okay.
And it looks like it used to be some sort of utility closet that he's repurposed and into his own place. And it's a big utility closet. It's like as big as the room that we're in right now. So.
That's a big utility closet.
Yeah, it's a pretty big closet. And so as you come up, the dog kind of looks up, but then he recognizes you and then just kind of lies back down.
Hey Vegeta, that's a cute little puppy. Can we get one too? And you see just Crossbones.
Maybe eventually. So you have to step over this dog. It is a massive dog, and he doesn't seem to mind. And we never actually introduced the Houchester gang. This is a juvie, and her name is
Harleen.
Yeah, figure it out.
Right.
And she just kind of dances around and she does the whole like, good doggy. And it just kind of looks up and it actually doesn't seem bothered by her at all. Like it just instinctively, it just immediately just is like, you're not a threat. And it goes back. He's like probably thinking in his head and it's low intelligence, half a bite would snap you in half.
Jeez. Okay.
Because she's very,
slender frame.
Very slender frame. Because she basically looks like she's like a 16-year-old girl.
Okay.
It's just very young, but at the same time you can tell that she's got that typical Escher upbringing that makes her quite agile. So that might be useful in certain things like crossing rickety bridges or fitting through tight spaces.
Good to know.
And if not, you can just eat her, right? I was gonna eat you until we saw that you could fit in small places. Good for thieving.
Good to know.
Yeah. Anyways, and so you boom, boom, boom on the door. And it opens up, and Trader John's there. He's got his typical top hat. He's got his suit, which is you could tell that he's trying to look important, but it's gotten dirty and worn over the edges. And behind him, you can get the smell of the closet, which is just basically the combination of oils and his body odor, and whatever he's storing in there, and whatever he's cooking right now, which is hard to tell. Something's boiling on a little burner. There's like this single burner in the back. There's a rusty pot and some sort of purplish sludge with some brown chunks floating around it. Crossbones doesn't mind. It's whatever, ganger food. and he invites you in. He's like, come on in. I got your next job for you. And so he kind of eyes Harleen. He's like, who's the noob?
Well, this is someone we've just taken on. Trying her out. Trying to test her steel.
Well, whatever. Just means that you can bring back more scrap. Although I don't know how much she'll be able to carry. And she's already rummaging through stuff. Hey,
taking her stuff.
Well, she's not taking anything.
Right, just kind of rummaging.
She's rummaging. Like you can tell that she's like curious, and she's like twirls her last pistol and puts it back in his holster. And he's just constantly fidgety.
Right.
And Nappa just kind of takes he sits in the back and just leans against the wall with his huge frame. He's actually quite big, and he fills up the corner quite well. And once again, Hit just somehow, even in this room, you almost don't notice him.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, he just blends in
somehow
in a tiny room, and just like you turn, you're like, oh, Hit's there, right? And it happens so often that you're turning it, oh, it's there. And so he looks, okay. Well, you know those Orlock gangers you ran into earlier today? Well, I did some digging, and they're from the local gang, and the leader is Ironhead. You don't want to deal with the gang head on right now.
How big are they?
There's at least 15, maybe 20 of them, and they've got a good amount of territory in these areas. So, try not to tick them off too much, okay? But we're going to tick them off, because I have a mission to send you on. They actually...
Don't tick them off. I tick them off.
Well, it's just the money's too good. The money's too good. So my spy network has uncovered that they actually are the ones responsible. They have a piece of territory that has some of the Ghast farms for the Lord of Necromunda. Now, for those that don't know, and Crossbones would know this, Ghast is a drug that is closely tied to psychers.
Okay.
Now, you don't necessarily know all the stuff about psychers, but you know that it's an incredibly illegal drug, but gets often sanctioned by the upper nobles because, they're corrupt too.
Gotcha.
And it has hallucinogenic effects, and it can also mess with your brain, and it's known to cause weird mutations
Okay.
of the psychic sort.
Gotcha.
It's also incredibly valuable and very dangerous. So, yeah, it's a very common thing, though. Like, common as in commonly heard of. It's not necessarily easy to get a hold of. So it's valuable. He says, so here's the interesting part. They got a Ghast farm. It's a couple clicks away. And normally it's impenetrable. They've got it rigged with traps. They've got it rigged with automated weapons. And they've even got servitors that roam the hallways. And you don't want to mess with those things. But my sources tell me that they're undergoing some maintenance, and that the power will be down for the next couple days. Now, they've kept this hush-hush because it opened up a weakness. But the fact that you're a smaller gang actually gives us the advantage here, because we don't want huge numbers going in there. So if just the 4 of you go in, you might be able to slip in unnoticed, steal some of their gas supplies, and bring it back. And I'll be able to fetch a pretty penny for that. So bring it back to me, and we'll do our usual 50-50 split of whatever I can make from the sale of that. So it's dangerous, but it's good money.
Is there anything else that we should know about down there?
Well, I can give you a basic layout. It's a little old. It's a couple months old, so things constantly change. They're always rerouting passages, and the doors are going to get recoded. So I'll try to give you some of the older codes. They might work on some of the doors, but you might have to hack into some of the other ones. So that's all I can tell you. Try not to set off the alarm systems. Like I said, the power is down, so most of the alarm systems will be down, but there'll still be some rudimentary defenses there. And if you run into anybody, either keep away from them so they don't see you, or silence them quickly.
Okay. So it sounds pretty dangerous down there. So regarding to our current arrangement, 50-50, sounds like we're doing all the work. Is there any room for negotiations?
No, not really. I think given the state of your background and the people that would love to find you, you may just want to take this deal as is. We both need the money. So you go down there and you do the dirty work, but I'm providing the details and I'm providing the way to sell it. You won't be able to find anybody to buy that gas, at least not the prices I can get. And remember, you have no access to the trading post without me. So I get you access to the good gear. And let's just put it this way. Orlock, there's not just gas down there. I know that there's a couple storerooms. Maybe you can pillage them. Anything you find in there, you can keep. I'm not even going to ask for it. I just want the gas.
He does like the old classic Batman where like his goggles would squint.
The goggles squint
The goggles would squint somehow.
How are you doing that?
Fine.
Excellent. All right, well, you need to go now because we've only got a few hours before the maintenance is over. Once the maintenance is over, the power's back up, and there's no way you're getting through that security. Not just the 4 of you. You need a full army to storm that. You ready?
Right. How do we harvest said gas?
Oh, you just go in. It'll be some weird plant-like looking things. You just go up and there's these like big spores or big pods, and you just have to pull those off.
Is it dangerous to us?
Oh, of course. Just hold your breath. It'll be fine.
Hold our breath.
Yeah. Or, do what he does. Has the respirator. Use a respirator.
Is there any way that we can get a respirator?
Oh, I don't have any.
Do you know where we can get some?
Well, the trading post, you can buy some there.
That's going to be a little difficult without any credits.
Oh, what'd you spend your credits on?
Well, on self-defense, of course.
Oh, I see you got some new frag grenades. Well, those will help too. So be careful about using those and setting off too many alarms. You'll be okay. You'll be okay. Tough guy like you, you're fine.
Well, it looks like we're going to have to head out on then.
Okay, good luck.
Alright.
Come back to me, or if you're dead, don't come back to me. Just make sure none of this traces back to me. As you know, I've got a trading post to maintain.
All right, well, let's head on out, folks.
Good luck. For those of you interested, I'm basing this mission off of Ghast Harvest, page 170 of the Necromunda rulebook. It's an arbitrator scenario. Normally, you play it with two gangs, both of them fighting each other while trying to harvest Ghast, which will be these looking plants. We've got them scattered about. He does know the general layout, just doesn't know where any of the enemies are or where the defenses are. And in order to harvest Ghast, you do a double action next to it. And there's always a chance that as you're harvesting it, you inhale some of it as well. So you can either willingly inhale it, or if you don't want to, you have to do a toughness test. But you get +2 to the test if you're wearing a respirator. So hit will only have to roll 2+, basically.
Okay.
So, but you can always willingly ingest it. You don't lose it if you willingly ingest it, because you've collected so much from that one sample. And then you can actually keep collecting from the same one. And normally you collect until you roll a 1, like we just keep rolling a die. But I'm going to have each of them be a maximum of 3.
Okay.
And then the number that you bring back will determine how many credits that you get from it.
Oh.
Okay? And you get experience for everyone that you collect. Normally we actually roll that credits for each of the loot markers, but since this mission is going to have other stuff too, so you can see there's doors, and there's obviously there's other storerooms that are happening. You don't know what's in them.
So you said each one little pod is worth 1 credit?
Yeah, now these plants right here are not Ghast. There's some other weird. As you walk in, you immediately notice something is off as you walk in. You can there's a smell in the air that's not the typical dankness of the underhive. It's almost a crisper smell. Like
They're not just chips?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
They're crispers.
Crisper smell, yeah.
I love those.
It's like sharp smell. It's a sharp smell. It's hard to describe because you're not used to smelling it. But Crossbones kind of recognizes it because he's busted Ghast drug dealers before.
Okay.
And it smells like that. So he recognizes the smell, whereas the other ones are kind of, their senses are heightened as they're looking around.
Okay.
You do see, as you walk in, a weird plant that is slowly moving. You're not quite sure exactly what it is. You don't recognize it. And you do see immediately one of the Ghast plants. So when you're looking at the board, you can use your imagination, because if you see a console on the side of the wall, for example, it's possible that it will do something.
Okay.
But obviously anything like that is going to be intelligence checks to be able to check it. And remember the basic rules that you can just operate doors by being in base contact with them, unless they're locked, in which case you have to try to force it or hack the console.
Okay.
But you have a funny feeling that either of those actions carries with them risk.
Right.
But which one's more risky? Forcing open a door that might have a security system on it, or trying to hack it?
Right.
That's up to you to decide. So we're in narrative time right off the bat. You don't see any immediate enemies. There is some noise from the vents and everything, so it covers most of your walking, so you don't have to be super stealthy. But you do obviously have to worry about triggering anything, and you're not quite sure all the different ways that you could do it. So decide your next course of action.
Hey, Vegeta, look, there's a plant! Oh, I want it! No, wait, don't go there.
You don't have to measure, we're in narrative time.
Okay.
So just kind of, so your intent is to harvest the plant?
Yeah, he's just gonna go right, he's just gonna run, and he wants to harvest that
Now
plant.
place your other guys where they would
They're
be.
just gonna kind of run and like, no, wait, don't go. They're gonna just try to chase him down, but Nappa just wants it so badly.
I'll make an intelligence test. 8+ for him. So he fails. Now, whether you succeed or fail, as he tries to harvest it, he kind of is tugging at it. He's not quite sure what he's looking for, even though he was told. He doesn't remember. And so as he's trying to pull the parts off, he just yanks a branch off. But one of the spores goes,
Oh no.
and he has to take a toughness test.
Oh no.
Toughness 4, so 5 or 6 you fail. Oh!
Oh no!
So now you're going to roll a d6. And I have a chart that I'm going to use. And let me just say, usually the higher the better.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Immediately he goes, Vegeta! Ah, who are you?
Oh no!
And he charges.
No!
Do you want to got your 6 and shoot him?
No.
Because if you shoot him, that'll prone him. I'm going to tell you, I'll just let you know so you don't have to worry too much. This is just one activation that I get to do with him.
Yeah,
So so if you shoot him with your stub gun, you can just down him, and it's only strength 3 hit, and maybe he'll survive that.
You know what? He's got a chainsword. He's gonna cut me in the head. Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Just a 2 to hit at this range.
Nappa, calm down.
Bam!
Bam.
So you boom, you pin him. 5 to wound. Uh-oh! He's got a 5-up save with his furnace plate now. Oh, he's okay. Oh! And it only takes a moment for Nappa to kind of regain his composure and stand up and be like, what happened?
And this is why kids don't do drugs.
That's right, drugs are bad. Now, because he's manhandling this on a 6+, it will be exhausted.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh.
You're good. So it's not exhausted. So he didn't wreck the plant.
Thank goodness, Nappa.
But that was still one of the 3 tries from each plant.
Oh, what a big idiot.
Which I've added in that. Normally it's infinite until you roll 6+. But
Oh, okay.
I'm arbitrating that it's 3 per plant.
So seeing as how Nappa has now realized that he's a big idiot, Hit is going to go ahead and harvest it, so they're going to go ahead and switch.
Nappa's just kind of shaking it off. Feels kind of weird.
Yeah.
Hit's intelligence is 7+. Oh, he fails too.
Jeez, come on.
Give me a toughness test unless he wants to ingest it. It's 2 for him. It's a 2+ because of his respirator.
I'll take the 2+.
Okay. Nice. Nice. This is going swimmingly. Roll d6 on the table. Excellent. Roll me one more d6.
Another d6.
Yes. As Hit is trying to harvest it, he squeezes in on one of the spores and it poofs out. And he immediately reaches for his respirator to try to clamp over his mouth, but some of it ekes through.
Okay.
And he starts coughing and hacking. And Crossbones notices that the air around Hit starts to shimmer.
Oh no.
And he's not quite sure why. And as he does that, all of a sudden Crossbones is like turns around as he's hacking, but he's looking down. And then when he looks up,
Okay.
his eyes are closed, and then he opens his eyes, and they're glowing super bright red. And as he does this, you hear this poof, and this wave of terror washes over the other 3. They all have to give me a nerve test right now with a -3 penalty.
What is happening?
Crossbones will need a 9+. No. And then you need a 10+ for Harleen. No. And you need an 8+. Oh, so only Nappa keeps his cool. So immediately these guys duck for cover as they're terrified. They regain their composure in just a moment. And then Hit regains control of himself as well.
Oh.
He is now, at least for the rest of this mission, a non-sanctioned psyker.
Oh, okay.
And he has access to a telepathy power called Terrify.
That's cool.
Which is a double action. Normally you choose just an enemy fighter, but as you know, because he's
right
now, it just started happening. And they do a -3 nerve test or become broken, which makes them run away.
Wow.
And basically do nothing on their activation.
I,
So Crossbones and Harleen get their composure back.
what was that all about?
And he blinks and the red's gone and it's no longer vibrating around him.
Hey, mister, what was that all about? And then he just kind of like re-blinks and he's gonna try to harvest again.
Because he's already harvested before, he's gonna get a +1 to this, and I need a 6+. Finally. And roll a die on it. Actually, that's your 3rd attempt, so that would extinguish it. So you've already, at this point, because he's already ingested and become a psyker, then we're gonna keep it at that for the next one.
Okay, so I see some squiggly plant with a tentacle and it's something.
But you see some crates.
We do see some crates.
And you like your crates.
I do love the crates. We are very tempted by this. We're just gonna go ahead with Crossbones to take a shot at the plant.
Oh, you're gonna shoot the plant.
What if it's got things that should have like come out? Matthew, you're a monster. Come on.
The plant's a monster.
You're tempting me with crates. I'm gonna do it.
You gonna take a shot at it?
I'm gonna take a shot at it.
Hit on a 2 at this range. You hit.
Nice.
Roll your 2 wound. Yeah, no problem. So you take the shot and it just penetrates right through the one thing, and the whole thing just kind of, and then it withers down, and it seems to be dead. As it dies, it releases this gas that fills up the area immediately around it. After a minute, it just kind of drifts away.
Oh. Okay, so it's gone. The gas is gone.
Gas is gone. It appears dead. However, you notice when you shot your stub gun that it was pretty loud.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Let's roll 2d6.
Oh, no, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
So you
already shot it once before, so we're going to do the roll now. 7. We're not quite sure, but no alarms immediately go off at least.
Oh, I should have used the hit. Seeing the safety now, Crossbones is going to go ahead Right? He's going to go and see what's in the crates.
What's everybody else? We're just position everybody else when he is there.
You know what? We do want to go over here because there are more crates, but we don't know what's back there, Matthew, you monster. You know what? We're just going to go this way. Why not? We'll come back here. We'll come back here.
Okay, so do you want to break open the crate or try to unlock it?
We're going to try to unlock it.
Intelligence on Crossbones is 7. You got it. Roll a d6 to see what it is. Remember, low is bad. 1 is the bad one. 2 is just like you find some random junk that might be worth something. You'll be able to trade it for about d6 credits. 4 credits, and you don't have to split this with Trader John. He only wants the ghast for this mission.
Seeing that there's random junk, we're just going to try to see if this door is unlocked.
So we're actually going to randomize which doors are locked and unlocked.
Ooh.
I have not chosen beforehand. So it's going to be a 50-50 chance. So 4 plus, the door is unlocked. Go ahead and roll it. So that door is currently locked. So you always have 2 options. You can try to force it open, but there's always a panel that can be tried to be hacked as well. They both obviously carry the danger of setting off the alarm.
We are going to hack it.
Who's going to hack it?
Sorry, it's going to be Crossbones.
Crossbones will try. In a normal game of Necromunda, hacking a console is a -2 intelligence, but because we're saying this place has been powered down, it's a little easier. So we're just going to do a regular, unmodified intelligence check.
Maybe this is one of the reasons why he was kicked off the force. Yeah.
Roll a d6. If you roll a 1, it sets off an alarm.
Oh, come on.
Oh!
God, Joe Pesci!
We're currently now at 1 alarm level, so some of the defenses have been turned on. You're not sure which ones yet. You do hear a noise that sounds like footsteps in this hallway. What would you like to do?
I would like to go back to Trader John and say,
Screw it, I don't want this job anymore. Well, you can withdraw if you
Can I join another gang?
You can withdraw if you like. It'll test your alliance, obviously.
No, I'm going to continue. Can I pull out my trusted cup and put it up against the door to see
You just
what?
want to listen?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
So it just sounds like footsteps, kind of heavy footsteps, slow, heavy footsteps.
Does it sound like something that rhymes with servitor?
It could be.
Right.
Yeah. They're slow footsteps. They're not like they're slowly approaching the door. They'll
Okay.
be there in a few seconds. What would you like to do?
Oh man. Can I try to another?
Absolutely.
Another? Yeah. We'll
Yeah,
try.
you have basically one more round to try.
We'll try it again.
Okay. 7+ intelligence check. You got it.
Okay.
The door opens, and just glancing down the hall, assuming that you kind of peek your head around the corner, you do see what looks like a servitor. It is a servitor. And these things are normally very tough, but this one appears to be moving slowly, like it doesn't have its full power.
Okay.
Like it was in some sort of maintenance cycle, and you've interrupted it.
Is there any way we can turn off the alarm?
Not from this panel, though.
Oh.
We're going to roll for priority. You've got it.
Oh, I will activate Crossbones, who, because he's a champion, will also activate Nappa. So they are going to go ahead,
Crossbones is coming out.
he's going to come out 5 inches to
What's the
here.
second action going to be?
His second action will be, he will fire his pistol into the servitor.
Stub gun. Choose to hit. Oh, you missed. Roll me 2d6 to see if you set off more alarms on a 10+. You do.
Jeez.
We're up to alarm level 2 now.
And then Nappa's gonna come out. Hopefully we don't get to threat level midnight, because who knows what's gonna happen there. And, oh man, I wanna fire another gun. Okay, we'll fire another gun.
Choose to hit at this range. Hey, ammo check.
That's an ammo
4+.
check.
He's out of ammo, but it's a simple reload, right?
Yeah.
Toughness 5 though, so 5's to wound.
No.
No. But it does flatten it on its back, because they're not immune to being pinned. It activates, stands up, and moves forward. Obviously can't engage you. It has no shooting. Backing up though, roll 10+, you set off more of alarm. You don't.
Hit is gonna activate. He'll go right into the doorway, and then he'll fire twice into the servitor with his.
3's at this range because of the -1 to hit for double weapons. Both hit. 5's to wound. No wounds. Still flattens it. This door opens, operated by another servitor. This is your next level because you set off another alarm level. And it walks forward because it only has another action. Lastly, you got Harleen.
She's gonna go right to the door and say, "What kind of band of misfits are you? You're right in my way."
And she's not going to take a shot and get straight
No,
shots at
she
everybody else?
will absolutely not.
Oh, that's kind of her. Roll priority. You lose ties. Ooh, I got priority. Well, this one will declare a charge. And unfortunately, your front arc is that way.
It is.
So I'm just going to move him in. 3 attacks on the charge from the servitor combat weapon. Only hitting on 5s, but they're pretty heavy hits if they do hit. Oh, we got 2 hits. These are strength 5, minus 1 AP. So we're looking at 3s to wound. Your toughness 4, crossbones. Oh, both 2s. That's lucky because I'm hitting your side arc, which means you wouldn't have gotten your shield to give you +2 to your save. You would have had a 5-up save. So now you can turn to face him, which will be -1 to hit, and then smack him back. Oh, sorry. He did have knockback with it, but and he'll follow up. All that would have done is got extra damage, which would have been a big deal because there's guys in the way. So when you fight back, you got to make a decision. Do you want to use your sidearm and fire back at him as well, or do you just want to hit him with your shield?
I will just bash the young gentleman with a shield. I will not.
Oh, he's not a young gentleman. He's an ugly servitor.
I was just being nice.
Okay. Weapon skills 3+, but you turn, so 4s to hit. Oh, you hit him. Well, 5s to wound him. Oh, you got it. You do knock him back as well. Did you want to follow up?
I will.
Because remember, you can activate next and charge him and get the bonuses.
Oh,
That's a consideration for not following up.
you know what? Good point. I'll do that.
So you push him away and you wound him. Servitors have light carapace armor. He's got a 4-up save. Now, the modification I'm making to them, because they're kind of powered down, is they only have 1 wound, not 3.
Oh, they have 3 wounds?
Normally, yes.
Oh.
Well, these normally cost 280 credits to add to your gang. Wow. So they're tough normally. So 4-up save. Not save.
Oh.
We're going to do the injury dice for these because they're pretty tough. Just a flesh wound. That does bring him down to toughness 4, but it would have been nicer if you just knocked him down.
Going to activate Crossbones. He will charge the servitor, and then being within 3, I'll also activate Hit, who will take 2 shots into the downed servitor.
Obviously, you're in charge range. You're not adding your stub gun in.
I am not.
It's 2 attacks, hitting on 3s.
Both will hit.
That actually pushes him back 2 inches. Did you want to follow up? You're not going to remove this door panel so you can actually fit.
You know what? I will follow up.
That means he'll be able to strike you back. But it also means he won't be able to charge you next turn.
Yeah, we'll do that.
He's down to toughness 4, but it's still 5s to wound.
Oh, dear.
Unfortunately not. Which means he gets to strike back. Only 2 attacks now as a reaction. 5s to hit. Nothing. And then Hit takes aim and shoots twice at the proned but not injured servitor. So thanks to the take aim, you'll hit on 2s. Both hit. No ammo checks. And because it's silenced, it doesn't set off any alarms. 5s to wound. But it doesn't wound him. On my turn, this one will activate and stand up and just kind of look menacingly at you as it can't do anything else.
Nappa is going to go on in with his chainsword.
It's a little loud.
No.
Not quite as loud as a banging stub gun. Maybe. He's going to shoot a stub gun as well.
He is, because he's a big dummy.
Well, the purple ones will hit on 2s, and the stub gun will hit on 3s. So you got 2 hits, but not the stub gun. Still 5s to wound, because he's still toughness 5. Got 1. -1 AP, so I get a 5-up. Whoa! Unfortunately, I make it. On an 8+, you set off another alarm. You do.
Oh, Nappa!
Chainsword and stub gun combo.
Ring-ding-ding-ding.
Brings us up to a 3rd alarm level, and something else somewhere activates. And then it gets to strike back. Hitting on 5s. Uh-oh, it hit. 3s to wound. Strength 5. Oh, it's a wound, and it's -1. It's in his front arc, so the furnace blade is normally 5+, so 6+.
Oh, Nappa, you crazy boy!
It just crashes into his furnace plate armor and just takes it. Activating Harleen. Now, I did a quick peruse of the rules, and I can't find rules that allow you to or disallow you to move through your own models. So I'm just going to do a quick decision right now, and we'll do some research after this game and change if I need to. That I'm going to say you can't, but she can as long as she passes an initiative test to kind of demonstrate her agility because she's so small.
Okay.
Her initiative is 2+. As long as you don't roll a 1, she can move through. Okay, so she tries to get by a hit, but hits kind of moving back and forth, and she just can't quite find a spot to go through. And that basically means that she can't do anything because she won't, unless you want to shoot through 3 of your guys.
Nope.
Add an engaged guy, which gives you -1 to hit.
Nope.
No? Okay. Let's roll for priority then. I lose ties because I had it last time. Oh, you got priority.
Oh, So Crossbones is going to activate, which is also going to activate Nappa. So we need to get rid of these servitors now.
Who wants to start?
We'll start with Crossbones. Throwing in a pistol. Okay.
They all hit. It'll knock him back. Do you want to follow up? Or if you don't follow up, then he can't react. If you don't follow up though, he can charge you.
Oh.
But you don't know if he's down yet. That's the problem, right?
Yeah, we're gonna follow up.
Okay, so you're gonna let him take the reaction attack.
Yeah.
Instead of a charge. 5s to wound. Oh, you got a wound. No AP though. So a 4+ save.
Oh, Matthew!
I made it. Swing back at you on 5s, and I miss. You're lucky at least. So you set off the alarm with your stub gun on a 10+. No. And then Nappa gets to swing with his chainsword.
Oh yeah, we're throwing in pistol because we're crazy.
Chainsword on 2s, pistol on 3s. Oh, the pistol misses. Set off the alarm on an 8+. No. And wound him with your chainsword on a 5.
Oh, come on.
I'm going to swing back, and we're going to remember that your chainsword has parry, which lets you reroll one of my successful hits. I hit you on 5s. I'm just going to assume that you want me to.
Yeah.
And it misses. Oof. So he comes down, and you hold up your chainsword and push it away. On my activation, I'm going to have this servitor fight. Hits on 5s. We got 1 hit. Wounds you on 3s. Oh, again! Can't get through. You had a good save to go with that, but oh well. Reaction attack. You're going to use your pistol.
Oh, yeah.
3s to hit. Everything hits. Set off the alarm on a 10.
Oh, no.
You do knock him back. Follow up or not follow up?
I keep getting pushed into this room. Or I'm pushing him into
Yeah, you're pushing him into the room.
I don't even know if there could be something.
You literally opened the door and you just went, you're pushing him in as he's like swinging back at you madly. So follow up or don't follow up?
I'm going to follow up again.
5 to wound.
Come on.
Nothing.
Oh,
Nothing.
What is happening? Hit my bro. You need to get out of the way.
Oh, you can't go with
I can't, right? So I'm going to go right to here. And then he will take. I can't shoot into combat.
Now it's minus. You can shoot into combat. It's just -1 to hit.
-1 to hit for hit. That is a no bueno. So
and if you miss, obviously, there's a chance that you'll hit Nappa because he's in the way.
Right.
You can always just fire 1 pistol, so it's less of a threat.
That's
true. You get the additional -1.
I'll fire 1 pistol.
After all modifiers, it's 3s to hit. Oh, you roll a 1. But it's silent, so we never check for the alarm. The servitor activates and attacks Nappa. I hit you on 5s, and you get to parry one of those. And again, you deflect a heavy servitor arm. This thing's meant to lift heavy cargo. And you're just like, pushing it away. And then you swing back with a pistol. And you hit with everything. Ammo check for your pistol.
Check. We're
good. You did run out of ammo on that pistol earlier.
Oh, we did, yeah.
Oh, no, that's right, because we had a round, so he would have reloaded.
Yeah.
That's right. I was like, there was a reason that we reloaded, and that was that. We just didn't do it on camera. Okay, so you're fine for ammo. Wounding on 5s.
Come on. Oh, finally.
The stub gun.
Oh, the stub gun. That's fine.
Not the chainsword.
That's okay. That's okay.
Just no AP, that's all. 4-up save.
Come on.
I failed it, finally. Injury. Boom, you got him. Seriously injured. And you can't coup de grace him because that was on his turn.
And then Harleen, finally, she's going to make a charge, and then she's going to go ahead and coup de grace. Hey, guys, I'm finally useful.
She just shoves a knife in.
I told you I was good.
And he's gone. Let's roll for priority.
Oh, dear.
It's basically who gets to swing first.
Right.
You do.
Oh, okay. All right, let's do this, Matthew. Let's do a little pistol, because why not?
3s to hit. Ooh. So that's enough to push him back. Do you follow up? He hasn't gone yet, remember?
Because then you'd be able to charge me, correct?
Yes. But if you follow up, then I get to fight you back. But either way, I get to fight you.
Right. But I don't want that extra attack, so.
Exactly, yeah. Wound him on a 5.
Come on, Cross. Oh, I saw it! I saw it!
You're just running through him with the shield. It's not actually hurting him, it's just pushing him back.
Yeah.
I'll hit you back on 5s.
Oh, dear.
1 hits. Wounds you on a 3.
Oh, dear.
It wounds. -1 AP to your 2+ save. No problem, right? 3+.
Oh.
You're good. And this actually knocks you back. We should have done that. And I will always follow up. The servitors will always do that.
Harleen is going to activate. She's going to use her Chem Synth on her blade, try to get a little extra poison. and then she's going to go in and help Crossbones.
Let's charge. Intelligence check to see if she applies the poison properly. 8+. No, so it's not going to help her. Roll a d3 for your charge. So you're moving 7 inches. 7 is all you needed, so she's fast.
We're going to be throwing a stub gun in there.
A
Not
last
stub gun, a
pistol.
last pistol.
Which is a little quieter, so it won't set off the alarm quite as easily. 2's to hit because of your assistance.
Ooh, missed
That
one.
doesn't matter. So this one is poison, and its current toughness is 4, so you need to roll 4+ to wound. Whereas this one's just a last pistol, so it'll be 5s to wound.
Okay.
So you poisoned him, and you got him with the last pistol. I get an armor save against both of these, so 4+. Oh! I stopped it, and I get to swing back. There's interference, though, because you got Crossbones there, so I'm only hitting you on 6s. Oh!
That dancing
got a 6.
Matthew.
You don't see very many of them this game. 3s to wound, and he won't get a save against this. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
What's your injury? Boom! Seriously injured.
No.
Boom! So she goes in, tries to stab him, which doesn't quite get past his armor, and then it just, boom, and clamps her. Got the clamps!
No, no.
And she went down. 11+, you set off the alarm a bit more with the last pistol. Oh, you
Naturally.
rolled it!
Harleen!
We're up to a 4.
What is happening? I don't need... So Hit is going to move right to here, seeing that his new friend is down. And he's gonna shoot at the...
1 or 2 stub guns?
Ooh. I think I'll take the 2 stub guns.
Ooh, big penalties.
I'm taking the
So
risks.
4s to hit after everything.
Ooh.
So 1 misses on a 4+, that's going to hit Crossbones.
Don't do it, don't do it.
It hits Crossbones, wounds him on a 5.
Yep,
wounds
it's
him.
this kind of game.
But you got a 4+ save, it's to the back, so the shield's not helping.
Oh,
You're
okay.
good. So it says boom! And Crossbones is going to have words with him later. Wound the servitor on a 5. No!
What?
You can't hurt this
What
guy.
is happening?
What does Nappa do? You can't get there.
Hey, Vegeta! Do you want to, go see what's down this hallway?
He's just going to wander away. Why not, right?
Yeah, he's
So
just
he moves
gonna...
4 inches. That's two tiles.
He's gonna go right there. And,
He doesn't see anything,
yeah.
except more of the gas.
Hey, Vegeta, remember that one time when we smelt the gas? Let's go take a look.
All right, movement base contact. Good enough. End phase, we got to do a bottle test to see if you guys freak out because Harleen went down. Now there's 4 of you, so it's a little harder, and we're still treating it as home turf advantage, even though it's not home turf. Just that you roll 2 dice and take the best one, since that your gang is so small. So roll 2 dice, take the best one, add 1. You're good. So that's 2. That goes up to a 3. You had to get higher than 4, so you had to roll 5 or higher, which means that both your dice had to be 4 or higher. And now we're going to test if she recovers. Now she's got somebody within 3 inches that can help her, so you roll 2 and take the best one.
Come on, Harleen, we need you.
Yes, flash
Oh,
wound.
okay.
So she's going to turn over and immediately stand up because she's engaged. And she will have a flesh wound, making her toughness 2. Roll for priority. I win ties. Oh, you've got it.
Crossbones, he's gonna try to finish this one servitor off, just keep bashing him with his shield, but he's also gonna activate Harleen. Harleen, this is your time to shine. Stab him in his stupid face.
Who wants to go first, Harleen or Crossbones?
We'll go with Harleen.
Try to apply her chemsynth on an 8+. She still can't figure it out. She's new to this, all right?
She's very new. This is like, I don't remember where I put the poison.
With help, you're hitting on 2s.
With the, we're also putting in the last pistol.
They both hit because of the distraction of Crossbones. Set off the alarm on an 11+. No. The purple will wound him on 4s, the orange on 5s. Oh, they both again. Am I going to roll 2 4-up saves again?
Matthew, don't you dare.
Oh! I'm sorry, man. Dice to dice. And he swings back, only hitting on 6s. No Dancing Matthews. Crossbones will try, also hitting on 2s.
I don't care about the noise anymore. It's a disco.
They both hit. Set off the alarm on a 10. No.
No.
Both wound him on 5s. Oh, you got a wound. Can he crack through this 4-up armor? Yes.
Yes, fine.
What's his injury? Oh! Come on! But at least he's toughness 3 now.
Slowly taking away bits of armor, bits of metal. We'll get to the flesh. We'll get to the
You're
flesh.
getting there, you're getting there. He's going to swing back at you. Only hitting on 6s. Oh, nothing. It's its turn. 4+, it goes for Crossbones. It goes for Harleen.
Why?
Only hits her on 6s. Misses, and she gets to hit back. On 2s. Okay. Set off the alarm on an 11.
Stop rolling 6s!
Now the purple is actually wounding it on 3s because its toughness is 3, and the orange on 5s. Yes,
Okay.
yes, again. Can I roll 2 4 pluses?
No!
Oh, one gets through. Injury? Flesh wound!
Flesh wounds! Why is he made of metal?
I mean, he's down to toughness 2. So it should be easy to hurt him now. What's hit gonna do?
What a purple idiot. He's gonna.
If he aims and fires one
He's
weapon,
gonna take aim and fire one weapon.
it'll hit on 2s then rather than 3s.
Yeah.
Hitting on 2s. Okay.
Okay.
Wounding on 3s because he's toughness 2 now.
Do it, hit.
No! Just think of it. One more flesh wound and he'll be toughness 1, and you can wound him on 2s with everything. And then Nappa's going to spend a double action to harvest some gas.
Vegeta.
Give me an intelligence check. He's harvested before, so +1, so 7 plus. Hey, he gets some.
Oh yeah.
Now roll a toughness test, unless he wants to ingest it.
Oh, he wants to ingest.
Okay, then just roll me a d6. Nope. He's in my control now. So I'm going to take control of him. Now, I have no way to move and be able to see you. So he's just like, "Aah!" And he tries to harvest more and ingest it automatically.
Oh no!
So it's going to be a 6 plus now, because he's already harvested from this plant. But he gets it and ingests it and rolls a 5, which makes him become a psyker. And he learns. All of a sudden, he shimmers as well. He turns and he turns this way. And he lets out a blast of energy. This is a sail. Normally it can't affect doors, but I'm going to have it affect doors anyways. On a 4 plus, you just tear the doors off of its hinges.
Oh no, really?
I'm always going to have the first time he does it, or you guys do these powers, be like a supercharged version, and then it kind of tones down to what it normally is.
Vegeta, I'm becoming a Super Saiyan.
So 4 plus, this door gets torn open.
Ah, Vegeta! It's over 9,000!
And reveals a servitor with a heavy
No!
bolter.
No! Why?
Because you dialed up the difficulty.
No!
Now, this guy does not have a ready token on right now, so he's not activating this round. But we're going to roll for priority and see what happens.
No!
I win ties. 4.
Oh.
Again, you got it.
I just gotta get out of the way. I even though I have superpowers. Oh man, that heavy bolter is scary.
So you're just going to move.
Yeah.
Stay out of the way.
Yeah.
Servitor, 4 plus on Crossbones. He goes for Crossbones this time. Hitting him on 6s. Oh, double hit! Double death in Matthew! Isn't it exciting? Wounds you on 3s, his strength is still 5. Oh, it doesn't wound you. Which is lucky for you because he actually knocks you back, which the wall stops that. So those would have been both double damage.
Oof.
Now you can swing back.
Absolutely. No pistol. No alarm for you.
So 2s to hit, but it doesn't knock him back.
And a 5? No.
No, 3s.
3s, yeah, because the toughness.
He's toughness 2 now. You wounded him. 4 up carapace armor, or light carapace armor though. Not saved, which actually you can still do flesh wound because he's got still 2 toughness.
Right.
Oh, you got him right out.
Crossbones, the flesh terror.
Yeah, it just took him like a minute and a half of pushing. And down he goes. It's your activation. Nappa's already gone.
Right. I suppose we're just gonna come into this room here.
Wait for the servitor in here.
Yeah, so we're just gonna come to here, and we're gonna try to harvest.
Well, harvesting's a double action.
Oh, right. Okay, so we'll just come to there, and we're just gonna wait.
What about everybody else? You got all. Well, actually, no. It's my action next. He's just going to move, and he can't shoot you, so he's going to move again and come out to the hallway.
Oh dear.
So hope that he doesn't win priority.
I suppose Nappa would yell out that there's something that's coming. So then Hit is going to come out to here, and then we're going to take some shots at him.
Now, I told Vito this already. The servitors ignore the whole having to use a double action to fire these heavy weapons. So pinning him is not enough to stop the heavy bolter from firing. But maybe you'll hurt him. 2 shots, no obstacles, will hit on 3s. So 1 hit, 5s to wound.
Ooh.
Pins him at least. At least he won't be able to take aim.
Harleen is going to go towards this
Oh, you're not going to go into the hallway.
plant. No.
Not feeling that.
And then she's going to take a shot at this plant.
4 to hit at this range. That's a hit. Wounds on a 5. It's actually not hard to wound. Nothing. So no effect. An 11 plus, you set off more alarms.
Nothing.
Yeah. That's the end of the round. Now we're going to roll for priority. And I win ties.
No. Come on, Vest. Oh!
Dancing Matthew?
No.
Right now, Dancing Matthew
No.
is a rock to your vest paper. Oh, yeah, your telekinetic energies did it.
Yes, Nappa.
Vito's a psyker.
Now that Nappa's mustache is glowing gold, he's gonna go and try to take out the servitor.
Servitor's no longer pinned.
2 chainsword attacks on his stub gun.
So 2s for the chainsword.
Ooh.
Oh, stub gun might be out of ammo. 4+. It's good. 8+, you set off more alarms. No.
I'll take.
5s to wound it.
Oh.
Wounded it with a -1. So it becomes a 5-up save. Oh, and I'm only counting this one that has only 1 wound too. Injury die? Oh, it's just a flesh wound! Ah, come on! And he'll swing back. Now he doesn't have the servitor close combat weapon, so he doesn't have the -1 AP. 5s to hit.
Parry.
Parry. Oh, again he parries as I try to take the heavy bolter and just blap you with it. He parried away. I'm going to try to disengage first. I do an initiative check of 5+, basic action. Fails. So now I'm just going to fight. 5s to hit. And you're going to parry one of those. Oh, wow. That is keeping you alive, man. That is like
It's a good
4
ability.
parries.
Yeah.
3 or 4 parries so far. Now you get to swing. Not going to shoot your stub gun this time?
I'm not. No, I'm just rely on the chainsword.
It's a hit, because a +1 to hit with the chainsword. And 5s to wound. No wound. Chainsword is still noisy, though, so 10+ to set off the alarm. Which you do. We go up 1 more level to 5.
Darn. Hit is going to shoot into close combat with 2 shots. So he's hitting on 3s. Come on, Hit. You can do it. Protect Nappa. Ooh.
Both hit.
5s to wound.
Ooh, one of them. 4+ save, which I fail. What's the injury? Ah! What's with you and your flesh wounds?
Because they're made of metal, Matthew.
So he's down to toughness 3 at least. Okay, it's something.
We're going to see what this has to do.
Harleen's going to try to harvest.
We're going to harvest. We're not going to actually activate whatever cool drugs are in there. We're just going to harvest.
Not on purpose.
Not on purpose. Not on purpose.
8+ intelligence check is her first try. Oh, she gets it.
Nice.
But as she harvests it, some of the spores come out, and she has to make a toughness test, which her toughness is 2 because she's got a flesh wound. So 2 or less, and you're fine. No, that's not fine. Roll a d6 to see what happens next. Oh, okay. Roll 1 more d6.
Are we all sanctioned psychers?
Oh, non-sanctioned psychic.
Non-sanctioned psychers.
So once again, some of it gets into her. The air shimmers around her, and there's a weird grayish blue arc that just zips out from her. And the weapon in her hand all of a sudden starts to malfunction, possibly.
Oh.
Immediately do an ammo check, 2+ for that, which you pass. So she has now the power of Weapon Jinx,
Oh.
which is a simple action, which means she can do it more than once. And she just targets an enemy fighter within 18 inches. Now, mind you, before you do any of these powers, you have to pass a willpower check, just so you know.
Okay.
When you normally use them. You haven't tried to use them yet. You pass the willpower check, choose an enemy fighter within 18 inches that you can see, and they take an ammo check.
Oh.
For one of their weapons, chosen by you. So,
Wow, that's actually pretty cool.
and just so you know, heavy bolters, see if they run out of ammo.
That's really good.
Let's go for the gun. Crossbones, is he going to harvest again?
Yeah, he's gonna harvest.
He's harvested before, so it'll be a 6+ intelligence check, which he passes barely. Give me a toughness test, 4 or less. He's good. He does not ingest it. 6+, this one is exhausted. Oops. Nope. 6+, this one's exhausted. No. Into the end phase. Obviously, no bottle test for you because all your guys are back up on their feet for now. But you have set up a lot of alarms,
I have.
and both Crossbones and Harleen are in the room.
No, we're not. We're not actually there.
You're in this room.
No, we're not.
And this little canister all of a sudden starts to crack, and a hand shoots out of it.
We smack it.
And this hand is all rotten and gnarled.
Oh, we don't touch it.
And yeah, you don't touch it. And it starts to pull itself out. And there's actually a couple bodies inside of this that pull themselves out moaning. And you can see they look super pale and their skin has just lost all color.
We start moaning too.
A couple corpse-like creatures come out. They look like they've been injected with way too much gas. Time to roll for priority.
This is what your brain looks like on Ghast.
Yeah, if you take too much of it, you become this kind of thing. I win ties. Oh, I've got priority.
Yeah, buddy.
Charges into your back arc. It's got an extra attack because of the charge. It's only hitting on 5s, but you see his claws that are unnatural seem to be laced with some sort of chemical on them.
That's not good.
Almost like they're toxin, which would be bad against somebody with multiple wounds. 5s to hit. Ooh, one of them hits. It is toxin, so we're looking at a 4+ because your toughness is 4. It got you. Still get your armor though. Shield. Oh! So your mesh armor, it tries to get through as it's climbed through your mesh armor. It actually gets through a little bit, but then the undersuit underneath it stops
Smack
it.
the hand.
So you can turn to face it, which is -1 to hit, and then hit it back. It's going to hit it back with the shield.
Yeah.
So it is 4s to hit.
Nope.
Oh no. What is your next course of action?
We'll try to finish off this guy over here.
Nappa?
Yeah.
Hit him with the chainsword on a 2. No! You tried. He hits you back. Swings his heavy bolter at you, 5s to hit. And then you can try to parry it. Which you do again! I'm going to try to disengage again.
No.
This should be, as much as it's going to be hard for me to do this, if I back up, that heavy bolter is getting shot and filling up Nappa with hot grenade lead.
I'm terrified.
Yes.
No.
5+ initiative check.
No! No!
No!
Oh!
All right, I'll just swing it at you. 5s to hit. Go. Not even a reroll. Then you can swing your chainsword as a reaction. 2s to hit. There we go.
Hit him.
3s to wound now that he's been flesh wounded a couple times. -1, so I'll be up to a 5-up save.
Naturally.
Yeah, natural 6.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Harleen is going to go for a charge against this zombie.
Try to apply some of her chem synth on an 8+. Still hasn't figured it out.
No. I'm half tempted to think that she'd even bring the poison. She's been lying this whole time.
She actually doesn't have any.
No.
10 credits for nothing. D3. So that's going to be an 8-inch charge. Yeah, she can easily
She
make that
kind
zombie.
of does a cool little flip, and then bam, right there.
Hitting on 3s. Using the last pistol as well. Ooh, they all hit. Set off the alarm again on 11. No. Now, it's only toughness 2, but because it's so pumped full of gas, toxin weapons are less effective against it.
Oh.
So it counts as 1 higher toughness against toxin. So
Fair
you
enough.
have to roll 3+. So everything's winning on 3s, essentially. Oh, okay, so only 1 gets through.
Tight.
It does not have a save. Straight to injury. You got it!
Nice.
And you can coup de grace it as well, and it's out. I have nothing else left to activate.
So Hit is once again going to take aim, surveying the risks. He thinks Nappa's got this, and he's going to go.
Try to take him out. 3s to hit. Uh-oh. Got an ammo check on one of your stub guns on a 4+. It's out of ammo. And 4+s will hit Nappa. 1 hits Nappa, which wounds him on a 5.
Darn.
No, it doesn't wound him.
Thank goodness.
And lastly, Crossbones can swing.
Yeah, we're not going to fire our guns.
3s to hit. No!
No. You know what? He's extremely exhausted. He's sweating underneath his suit for the
It is
amount.
warm down here. It's like a grow-up kind of
Right?
thing, right?
It's
Very
grow
humid.
up.
It's very humid down
And
here.
he's had a lot of, he's exhausted after fighting one of those servitors.
Forever.
Right? Just, so yeah, he's tired.
I get it. Doesn't stop the little guy from swinging back, though. Just 1 attack. Hit on a 5. No, he misses. Which brings us back to priority. You win ties. You got priority.
We have to start with that servitor. Nappa's got to take him out. Just the chainsword.
2s to hit.
Ooh.
3s to wound now. Oh! And still get a 5-up save against that -1 AP. You ready for this, Vito?
Don't do it.
I don't do it. What's the injury?
We can do it. We can do it.
Oh, you got him!
Finally. Wham! We did it, Vegeta.
Takes him straight out. And then our friendly little zombie will attack. Hitting on a 5. Nope.
We'll hit him back with a shield.
No!
No.
Come on.
Harleen's going to turn around and try to stab him in the back with a charge.
Hitting on 2s because of your help. Oh. So you miss with the pistol. Set off more alarms on 11.
We
No.
do not.
Toxin's not as effective, so just 3s. Oh, they both get through though, so 2 injury checks. That'll take him out automatically because he's only got 2 toughness. So even if you got 2 flesh wounds, he's gone. And with a sigh of relief, this brings us back to narrative time. You have a feeling that you've tripped off a lot of the alarms, but nothing else immediately assails you.
For
So
now.
you get to breathe a sigh of relief with
Right.
only a flesh wound on Harleen after all of that.
I thought she was going to go down. I was
I
terrified.
thought a lot of your guys were going to go down, but you just kept making those 6-up saves, or I just rolled poorly, and Nappa just parried
Right, with that
everything.
chainsaw.
Just parrying back
Yeah.
and forth. So obviously Hit's going to reload, and it's plentiful, so it'll be
Yeah.
automatic, so you don't even have to worry about that. And then you got to decide your next course of action.
So we're gonna come into this room, kind of regroup.
Start harvesting the heck
We're gonna
out
start. Yeah, we're gonna harvest these two ghasts.
So put the guys next to it who want to harvest.
We'll do.
They both can be harvested 2 more times.
And Harleen. Actually, on second thought, we'll do hit because he's got the gas mask just in case something happens. And then these two kind of guard the doors.
You've done it before, so it'll be a 6+ intelligence for hit. He gets it. And then a 2+ toughness test. You're good. 6+ is exhausted. Nope. And Harleen will try. She's harvested before and this one, so we're up to a 6+ now. She fails.
Oh, no.
Give me a toughness test of 2 or less. And yeah, she fails. Sorry, I said his backwards. He had to roll anything but a 6. But she fails hers, so give me another D6 check. Oh, wait, no, sorry. She's already ingested and become a psyker. So we're just going to leave that be. But we're going to mark down that she's failed another one for maybe other purposes.
Uh-oh.
Exhausted on the 6. No, so you can try more and more time with each of them, starting with hit. 6+. You got it. Anything but a 6. You're good, so you don't ingest it.
Okay.
And Harleen will try again. 6+. Oh, sorry, 6. Yeah, 6+.
So right on the dot.
Yeah, and we don't have to worry about the test. And she got another one. Next course of action, you do see a crate over here next to one of those nasty weapons.
Hit will turn around, and he's going to fire twice with his silencers.
So he'll just destroy it, because you can just stay there. Because he's using silence weapons, we don't have to keep track of whether he sets off the alarm.
Okay. And then Crossbones will go ahead and try to open that up.
Punch it open or unlock it?
Unlock it.
7+ intelligence. He makes it. Roll a d6 to see what it is. Ruh-roh!
Why is it always him?
Inside of it, it was actually trapped with a frag trap.
Oh no!
It explodes. It sends him back. Blam! It's a strength 3 hit, so it's only 5 to wound. No. And I wouldn't have actually let you use the shield because he was currently rooting through it.
Right, yeah, he's kind of rummaging
Yeah,
through.
he puts the shield to the side for a second.
Oh no.
He's fine though. But nothing of value inside of it though exploded, destroying any contents. You can, now that you look at it, you see that it was just rigged to blow.
Oh wow. Who would do that?
Next course of action.
Well, we look at our map that was given to us by Trader John. So we're going to try to open up this door.
So move your guys in such a way that whoever's opening it is there.
Oh dear.
And everybody else is in the position when they first try to open the door.
Alright, I guess we'll kind of, Napa will kind of look around.
Now this one is automatically locked, so you can try to hack the console.
Yeah.
Who's going to try to hack it?
We'll give it to Crossbones.
Now, unfortunately, because of the level of security you're up to, the console seems to be locked down, so this is going to be harder. So this will be intelligence with a -2, and every failure is going to raise the alarm.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Monster.
So you're going to need a 9+. Nope.
Nope.
Alarm is up to 6. I want you to roll me a d6, and we're going to add this. And if you get to 12, yes.
It's bad.
It's bad.
It's bad!
No, you got to 11.
I know, all right. I thought you were adding. Okay, gotcha. Yeah,
Yeah,
never mind.
that's 11.
Oh, no.
Do you want to try to hack the console again? Still a 9+, and every fail will raise the alarm.
Or I can just try to break it open, right? But it still creates noise?
Breaking it open may also set off the alarm. You have a funny feeling that forcing open a door may also have alarm-breaking consequences.
I will try to open it. I have nothing left to lose.
9+?
Come on!
Nope.
Nope!
So that goes up to 7. Roll me a single d6. Make sure it's not a 5+. Oh, where is that 7? Okay, so the alarm is just gone up to the maximum level.
Threat level midnight, folks!
The floor opens up here.
Nope! Nope!
And a sentry turret opens up.
Nope!
2 zombies come crashing out of this.
Oh, no.
Door opens here, revealing a servitor with a heavy bolter. 2 more servitors come out of this room.
This is what happens when you're greedy.
And back in this room, a turret rises out of the ground as well. Now, this is a double heavy stubber, not a double heavy bolter. Still terrifying, because it's still double. But yeah. You ready to roll for priority?
I don't want to.
Right away, we're going to roll for priority, and because we've taken a narrative break, there's no winning ties. Oh, you've got priority. You got some difficult decisions, because you have all 4 guys in the hallway leading there. Now, obviously, the threat has risen to the point that you got to get out of here.
Yeah.
If you want to stay and try to clear everything out, you're more than welcome to.
That's going to be tough.
But you have a feeling that it's going to be very tough to do so. But it's your choice. But as soon as you move everybody onto the... basically, they can leave the board by that side. When somebody touches the edge, you can remove them from the board. So, your choice of what you're going to do next.
Ooh, all right. So I will activate Crossbones, who will also activate Napa.
What are you going to do? Who's going to go first?
It's going to be Nappa. He will charge the sentry turret to try to distract it.
Okay, so as he declares a charge against it, it fires.
Oh, really?
Now, it normally hits on 5s in sentry mode, but with this special rule that it has, it only hits on 6s. But there's 2 heavy stubbers firing. Oh, they both miss. And the ammo checks are there, but this thing has plentiful ammo. So I get to reroll failed. Oh, one of them click, click, click.
Okay, good.
You're lucky that they didn't maintain this one. Sorry, I didn't actually roll enough of these, but we got our ammo checks and I missed anyways. They're each rapid fire too. So I'd be firing 1 hit does 2 rapid fire dice.
Wow.
So, but you got lucky there. Now you can complete your charge, because you didn't get hit, thankfully.
Jeez.
You're at maximum alarm level now, so who cares about being noisy? And you're hitting on 2s with the chainsword and 3s with the stub gun. Toughness 4, so the purple hits on 4s. And the other one wounds on 5, sorry. Oh, sorry, there was one more chainsword hit. It wounds on a 4 as well. Go ahead. No, one more. So that's 2 wounds, minus 1 AP. It's got a 4 up save, so 5 up. Oh, your chainsword does not get through it. It does not get to attack back, though. It has no close combat attacks, but it also can fire. Doesn't matter if there's somebody engaged with it. Speaking of which, it'll fire. You hear the one side try to reload, so it actually always gets to try to reload its weapons. 4+. But it doesn't get to fire that one this turn, so basically either fires or reloads. And then the other one fires point blank, so it'll be 5s to hit.
Oh,
You're lucky because that would have been 2 hits. I'm sorry, I forgot to complete Crossbones activation.
I want to get through these.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's people in the way. You could do an initiative check. We've already declared that to get through your own guys.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Crossbones?
Yeah, Crossbones is going to charge. I think we have an idea that might save us.
I've already used my Overwatch for this round, so D3.
An extra 3
yeah,
inches.
you're going to get there then. So charge in.
It's gonna go right to here.
Yeah. Hitting on 2s because you got help. So they all hit. Winning on 5s. Obviously, knockback has no effect. You got 2 4-up saves.
Oh, Matthew!
You just can't get through that armor! Now, I already did my activation, so you get to go again. Because you did those 2, then I did him. Now you get to do 1 more.
Oh no! Okay, we've got.
You wanted to take it out quick so you could just leave.
Yeah, and I just okay, we gotta save that for him. Okay, we can do this. Harleen's gonna charge.
You have a funny feeling toxic is not going to be very effective against
Oh right.
a machine.
Oh no.
Just a slight inkling of intuition.
Oh Matthew, what are you doing to me?
You're strength 2, so you'll be winning on 6s basically.
All right, Harleen. We're gonna get Harleen out of there. We're in.
So initiative 2+ to get out before the heavy bolter comes around the corner.
Yeah.
2+. She does.
Yeah.
She'll move, dancing away.
12 inches, so
Yeah.
we'll get her about here, I think.
Servitor with heavy bolter comes on out and is going to shoot towards Nappa. So at this range, it's going to be 3s to hit, but then it's back up to a 4. 4s to hit with 2 rapid fire. You ready for this?
No.
And if I get multiple hits, I can also hit Crossbones.
Oh,
We got it, but just 2 hits. So I'm going to put 1 on Nappa and 1 on Crossbones. And we're not actually counting them as engaged, so they both get pinned by this. Which also means they can stand up and just swing. So strength 5, so 3 to wound Nappa. And 3 to wound Crossbones. You are so lucky! I have had plenty of moments to hurt you so bad, and you just keep walking away. Got a horseshoe stuck up your butt.
Jeez.
Just so you know, those were minus 2 AP, 2 damage.
Oh
apiece.
no.
And somehow you just walked away from it. Not yet, because now you're pinned.
All right. So Hit is seeing the utter devastation that's happening. He has to save his friend, so he's going to turn around, and he's going to use his psychic power.
Unfortunately, it's only 12-inch range.
Oh, it's only 12?
No pre-measuring.
Can I move in?
Oh no, Terrify is 18.
It's 18? Oh,
It is
yeah.
18. So you're going to Terrify the Servitor?
Yeah, he's going to...
So give me a willpower check to see if the power goes off. You got to do a willpower check first. 8+. Don't roll double 1 or double 6.
Come on, Hit.
Oh, he fails.
No.
The power has no effect. This zombie is too far away to finish the charge. This is going to move. Actually, you're out of activations. So move. You hear a door open in the distance. Move. Roll for priority. I win ties.
Oh, no.
I've got priority.
Bad.
Double heavy stubber. We're going to fire at Nappa. So we're looking for 5s to hit. I'm going to do these one at a time because I only have 2 firepower dice. 5s to hit. No. 5s to hit. No, we got 6 hits!
Oh, jeez.
We're going to put 3 on Nappa and 3 on Crossbones. Against Nappa, we need him on 3s. We got only 1. And then against Crossbone on 3s, 2. So it's minus 1 AP. Now, these both have advantages if it hits their front arc, but since they're prone, they have no front arc. So that ignores his 6+ armor, and it brings your armor down to a 5-up. So 5-up saves for Crossbones. Oh, he does not get any injury, but he does lose one of his 2 wounds. 1 injury check for Nappa. Seriously injured.
Oh, no.
Give me a nerve check for Crossbones to see if he breaks. 6+, cool.
Whoops.
He does not break.
Hit. He's no hero. He tried, but he is going to try and leave as well. Double move. Yeah.
That brings us to the heavy bolter, and he's going to target Crossbones. So because of all the interference, he'll be hit on a 4. Hits twice. I'm going to keep those both on Crossbones. Actually, no, I'm going to spread them out. 1 on Nappa, 1 on Crossbones. So Crossbones is wounded on a 3. So is Nappa. Oh, Nappa's fine. Now this is minus 2 AP, so you get a 6-up save with your mesh armor and your undersuit. Did we get that vest?
Oh.
No vest. It is 2 damage.
Oh, no.
So that's going to be 2 injury dice because you're at 1 wound already. And he's out. No, not Crossbones! Which unfortunately is going to allow a coup de grace. And Nappa goes out too.
Oh, we tried to take out that
We
sentry.
did.
Yeah.
And we could keep playing out everything else, but we know that Harleen and Hit basically run off the table.
Yeah.
And that's where the match ends.
Yeah. Oh, that was tough.
You got a lot of stuff out.
Yeah.
And, you know, Nappa and Crossbones probably survived. We just got to see what happened to them. You ready to roll on the injury table?
I'm terrified too.
It's your first time.
I know.
Everything was going swimmingly. Like, super lucky. And then all of a sudden,
Yeah.
it all just went away. You have Crossbones and Nappa. Now you're going to do a D66. The lower, the better. 66 flat out kills them. 61 through 65 could kill them, and everything else, yeah, just go ahead. Start with Crossbones, and which one's the 10s before you roll it?
We'll do the purple as the 10s.
Go ahead.
Oh, come
64!
on. Come on.
Critical injury. He's in critical condition. He needs to go get treated by a doc, which thankfully you got a rogue doc, because the only person that can take somebody to a doc is a champion or leader. So we're going to have to do that. And what about Nappa? 55! Spinal injury.
Oh, no.
He goes into recovery, misses the next game, and reduces his strength by 1.
No.
Permanently.
No.
Nappa!
Not Nappa.
So Nappa basically pulls, when everything, the hubbub dies down, he manages to escape, pulling Crossbones out and returning to Trader John. Trader John quickly calls on his doctor friend. Doctor is very loose. You're not sure if he ever went to medical school. He pulls in rusty bone saws and syringes that look like they've never been cleaned properly. They're an operating table that's covered in brown and red and other weird colors. And Crossbones is laid on top of it. So normally when you go to a doc, you roll a die. On a 1, you're dead. On a 6, you're fine. And on a 2 to a 5, we roll a permanent injury. But with a rogue doc, you don't get the 6 result. So 1, you're dead, and a 2+, you get a permanent injury. So don't roll a 1.
Man, I can't do this.
Just do it.
No, I rolled too many 1s.
Go! Okay.
Oh.
Let's find out what his permanent injury is. So roll a single die. It's going to be 50, whatever this is, on the lasting injury table. 51 is a head injury. His intelligence and willpower are both decreased by 1.
Oh, wow.
Permanently.
Wow.
So yeah, he's had better days.
That's rough.
That's rough. But you do go back. Trader John is very happy with the amount of gas that you got. Unfortunately, you didn't find any other trinkets in the other crates because you found one frag grenaded and the other one just had a bit of scrap. But each of those tokens will net you D6 credits. Okay. That'll be your share in it. So you've got 8 of them in total. So 8 D6 credits.
Oh, wow.
So that's 10 and 8, 11, so 21, 22. Now here's the worst part. You've got to actually miss a game because your champion is totally out. And so you had 2 guys that are last injured, so there's no way you're going on a mission with just 2 guys. And so it costs you D6 credits per ganger, so 4 D6 credits to keep them alive and pay for their food and lodgings and stuff. So roll 4 D6. So you just got 21, and you're going to lose 4 D6.
Oh no.
So 21 minus 10. So you get your net 11 credits, plus the credits you found in that 1 crate.
That was totally not worth it.
Yeah, but you got some experience.
I did get a lot of experience.
Yes, and you got additional experience.
And you know what? Sometimes experience is more than getting paid. That's totally not true.
Yeah,
that
you
was
need to get
awful.
paid. Yeah.
That was not worth it.
But we'll find out next mission what upgrades Vito decided to get, and probably not any new war gear given this tiny amount of credits.
He's going to bank it all.
Yeah, bank all, 13, 14 total?
14 credits.
Yeah. And that'll be in the MiniWarGaming Vault with the link below, so go check that out. Thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned for more Rise of Crossbones. Happy wargaming.